So hi there everybody, and welcome back. This is another video about this interesting collection about Formula 1 in diecast 124 scale. This is the series dedicated to Ferrari cars. Quite interesting because give you the possibility to buy for a few money. This is stuff that cost in this newer collection cost €5 more than the previous one, so it's stuff that is for €30, 29.99, this kind of type of prices that sounds a little cheaper than what they are, but it's anyway €30. And it costs a little more because they feature this very useful and very well done transparent showcase to see the model that of course is sealed. You can open and see the model from very near and appreciate the quality they have in this type of models, you know. This is very interesting because it's the Ferrari F1 '89 driven by the Lion, Nigel Mansell, in '89, so bring me back a lot of memories when I started to be really interested in motorsport and so on. I was a teenager in the years, and the model is absolutely well done. This is the latest production ever, and I think I don't know so much about this car. I know that was an evolution of the 641, 42, that type of vehicles, you know, from Alain Prost, so the one from the late 80s, sorry. And they had the greatest evolution from the cars that we have seen from Michele Alboreto just 4 years before, and even more from Gilles Villeneuve of 6 or 7 years before, so they look already like modern Formula 1 cars. This was very interesting because I think it's the first version. As I said, I don't know so much about the model, about this car, because I think I had a kit made by Rosso Corporation, was a subsidiary company, and then Fujimi that made this car back in the 90s, I think now. And I think it's the first edition, so the one used in the Brazil Grand Prix, because they didn't have the eye scope over the head of the pilot. They changed it from the following races and so on to a more conventional configuration, or like all the others in the tier said. This is very interesting because it was anyway the first car driven by Nigel Mansell, still with the 27, before they used it in the following year the number 5, so famous with Nigel, you know, and one of the most favorite Formula 1 pilot ever, together with Gilles Villeneuve is absolutely my favorite one, you know, of the in brackets modern era, despite we are talking of more than 30 years ago. The model is absolutely well done. They increased again the quality of this stuff, really well painted. There is no bad spots on the details. The seat is still made like they do, so without any photo etched part and without any extra detail. You know, we are talking of a toy. For such prices impossible to have a higher level of detail, but this is already very, very acceptable. Also the front wing is absolutely well done. You see the look is absolutely taken. As usual, the rear spoiler is not exactly in position, but you also have to consider the fact that this model is used to travel a lot. I think they are made all in Bangladesh or India, so they have to travel a lot to Italy and then be sold very quickly in newspaper shops. You know, in Italy they still have the newspaper shops that are kind of real shops. You know, it's not just a kiosk or a box in the middle of the road. It's just a real shop where you can enter and buy newspapers. And the only maybe negative, if you know, this is not a negative point, it's just a modeling consideration, but also I see that many skilled modeler forget to take away the mistake that nearly all the company have when they mold the rubber tire. You see there is the line of the mold in the middle of the tire. That is very easy to take it away with sand grip and so on. Take a brush, take something like this. Of course you have to unscrew the model from, you see they already are using that triangle head screws under, so you need a proper screwdriver for that. Even if you apply with an ordinary small screwdriver, you can do it in the same way. But as I say, the model is really well done. The overall look is absolutely taken. The painting is wonderful, and once again, for the price that they are asking for, this is an incredible model that you cannot miss. It will be something that will become quite precious, you know, when the Ferrari and the look is so well taken, even more when we are talking of important Ferrari and very important pilots like Nigel is. This is something that you cannot absolutely miss, you know. The level of the detail you see from above is decent. There should be also the gearbox. This was the first car that had the paddle at the steering wheel, you know, stuff that now became common on every also ordinary street car to have the gear shifter on the steering wheel. This was the first one that had it, made by John Barnard, and only sad point maybe can be that because of commercial purpose they cannot have the Marlboro sponsor, so the proper name of Nigel Mansell always had under his name, if the camera take focus on that, under the name of Nigel there was the Marlboro logo, so it's a little bit different, but there is also guys that do extra decals on eBay for this model, so if you want to improve them with proper stickers and so on, there is something that you absolutely can find around. And in the future, surely the more common this stuff will be around Europe and around the world, the more easy will be to find the decal to make them in a proper livery, you know. But to make a proper job, you should strip down the model, repaint the seat belt, at least repaint all the seat, make new seat belts, and add some minor detail, but I never think that is worth it on this kind of models. You know, if you want to do such stuff, there is models of the F8, F189, I say it from Asegava. Also Asegava did it in 24, so if you really want to do this in this scale, there is already plastic model that allow you to have much higher details, and nearly always also you see the mechanical inside the motor and the radiator, so this was also very easy because all the upper cowl was moving away, so it was very easy to see all the mechanical of this stuff. I think I made this 3 or 4 times in 1/43 scale from Rosso Corporation. You know, it was a super nice model. It became very nice when I finished that. That's it. Fantastic model once again. This is Centauria Formula 1 Ferrari, the big Ferrari collection, a must to have. Now it's March 23, so I think it's absolutely worth it to catch it and to buy it. Wonderful model, and Nigel Mansell. Thank you for watching.